course, shout out to Generation X making it this far with a 2-1 against Peaky Blinders. They managed to bring down Mo. And then even here, they had that for a very first game, everybody stays alive.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like a love tap between those two, right? You tap me one time, I tap you one time. No one's gonna do much damage to each other. It's just, they're having fun, they're throwing emojis. But I gotta give the shout out to Cardi as Esmeralda. That side steps over there was insane. Ooh, a little bit of Cardi action versus Easy Peasy Ultimate connected. Ooh, damage. Instead of large zone and just continue to dish out to zone people out. So, and Hop and probably Reyna's in the back, continue to be annoying. So overall, let's see how the defense goes.
Shocker going out. Push coming into the mid lane as Cardi's going to just dive in immediately. There it is. The ultimate coming out. Managed to get that dash in. The Star Mood lands. Nicely done. And even manages to get out for a second there. Chicken now going in with the Ruby. Gets another couple of scythe grabs there. And they're just going to completely surround Lethal around these tier 3s. Cobb's last one left as the Uranus stays alive is annoying, but isn't actually a threat to BTK whatsoever, as they are just gonna slam the book shut on this story that is game 1. Diversion? What is the best use of that? Is it to be able to disengage from a bad team fight since it can't be interrupted, or is it to try and get on top, hold up, export? And a little bit of action here, Easy Peasy. Kind of jumped in there as the Lancelot. Needs to be able to get out. Nice stun. Oh! And swing. He finishes him off. Export with the big last sanity is able to do some big time damage. And
Zelda's so strong. Not only offer a lot of early game damage, also offer a lot of mobility before that, compared to anyone. And there's also trap right next to where Selena is standing. Both those traps gonna give a very important vision to know which side of the jungle leans farming before that bottom lane. Beautiful choices. And also in this case, this means Cardi gonna play a lot more aggressive as one of those sacrificial lamb to go in and bait out some skills, because he does have so many lives right now.
Yeah, and he's willing to throw out that last insanity at any point in time because he's got that extra life. They're trying to bring down the hair.
This entire game. Ling, on the other hand, is having the opposite. We can see the individual gold is not the best, but before that top lane, we see kills back to back to back right now. Like, Zane is absolutely, he put the pedal to the metal and just get all those kills.
Yeah, he's got that HP going. He's going to be locked in with Matilda.
Deal with the Ruby that's really farmed. Let's deal with the Export, extremely farmed. But before that, another teamfight breakout. Mega kill onto the Snatan, though.
Oh, than anyone. Does take a bit more damage he was hoping for, but that does leave bottom lane Chow all alone, and Chow doesn't have the defensive mechanisms in favor of Bloodthirsty Kings, as is the net worth, 2,500 there, and they're soon to wrap up on this turtle. We're gonna have a little bit of poke here. Last Insanity right on top of Choke. Choke is probably gonna be burned out here, but at the same time, Export's a little bit low, but he managed to get a bit of Farago armor, and that'll be enough.
More aggressive. I mean, sometimes this stuff happens. Everybody do this in ranked games. You know, like, you saw an enemy hero living with 1 HP. He's like, nah, it's not gonna happen. But before that, Chua's going in.
Turtle managed to get the umbrella on top of... Ooh, nobody got really low as well, but he is going to be able to get out. Nice way the dragon kick back into the tier 2. Beautiful shutdown there for the Chow. Forward chicken, he's in, and he does manage to hang. Meanwhile, very spread out, farming most of the parts of the map, and now they're going to start collapsing here onto the Serpent areas. Shark takes a bit of damage. He's going to back himself up. Cardi is also doing a dual weir with Chow. He's going to go in, burning everybody. Last Insanity right on top of 2 of them. Fight the explosion will finish off Chow. Cardi, once again, I mean, he had a great day 1, and it looks like he's starting things off really well in day 2 as well. Roger, bit of a poke there at Shark. The arrow coming out. That's not quite going to be good enough. And it's BTK, just like last time. They are diving in immediately. Chicken on the Lapu Lapu in that 2-handed form is ready to go. They're just going to bring down the crystal real quick, it looks like, before they can even respawn. BTK.
Another thing worth noting, this is the first time we see Zane on the Roger in this tournament. Really, now you get to see why people keep on banning. Ooh, before that, look at Shark and Zane jumping in.
Zane is jumping in. Shark not really able to help him with how low he is. Maybe thinking about it. Zane just barely able to get it away with just a sliver of a shield. Churro bounces back as well. Cardi actually going for his last Insanity hit. That's going to be able to pop the Estes. No chance of life stealing that one, and gets the double as our poor little roamer Al is going to fall as well. He dies. That extra HP, he entrusted it to be able to stay alive, but BTK were able to focus him down. Not quite good enough, and now they've got the numbers advantage to be able to take this lower potentially. Generation X, are they going to give this up without their Yu Zhang, who's been integral to so many of these team fights? Zia? Poking here. Churro in some trouble. Needs to be able to jump away. Ruby helping to be able to collect Mobazane right in the middle of him. Turns into that wolf form and chases down the Natan. The jungler down. The damage is gone. And now Zane is just free to be able to clean up the rest of Generation X as Yuna puts out what damage she can, but she can see whether or not they want to give this one up. It was part of their loss, right? Was BTK lost a little bit in the early game and ended up losing out in some of these Turtle matchups. And the barrier going down, Shark just going in, sweeping through. Woo! Turtle is going to be grabbed just in time by Granger. Good pickup for Zane. Is now forward. Chicken is going to be able to get not only the top of Alice, but lands that Dragon form on top of the card.
Yeah. And look at the Popo just tanking the tower shots, right? This is what happens when we have Popo and Kuba. You push tower really fast.
Nicolette. He doesn't have a way out of this one. He was blocked out by the wall.
This is the area when Shark is strongest on the Grok, right? Because you're next to the wall. There are a bunch of walls. Wherever he throws that skill 1, his immune quad control becomes this gigantic rock. I would argue even bigger than the Dinosaur Barassi just goes in. Churro, though, have to pop the ultimate. And Purify.
Yeah, Black Shoe's going to keep him alive, but it means there's not much left. And it's not good enough. They thought because the Black Shoes was used, they could go ahead and pounce on her. Not good enough. Nicolette does manage to jump back to that umbrella. Oh, the shot coming out was almost enough. But now the Hu Zhang does manage to get right in the middle of everybody here. Regrets trying to back out. Not losing day is going to be just chased down by Chicken.
BTK right now is a monstrous.
Yeah, BTK just keeps on poking. Regrets forced to use Consecration Purge up and heal himself up. The rest of you saw like Nicolette had a little bit of problems with the wall that was laid out by Shark. Again, going to be able to get a pretty good wall here. He's going to go for it. Dive it on through and manage to get all of them grouped up with a dragon. Just cleans through. Granger on top of that as well. Yuna's going to be the last one left here. Is the Yu Zhang is going to go down. Come outside of their base. Black Dragon form being used here, trying to find some sort of opening. As forward Chicken is just in deep right now, and he actually landed that Black Dragon right in front of that tier 3, and it didn't really matter as Cardi, he tries to go in, unable to be controlled, lays out his damage anyway. He may die for it, but he puts out a serious threat, and that is enough for Chicken and Zane to get the follow-up. He just sacrifices his life and says, I'm gonna get damage done so you boys can end the game, and that's what we're gonna do. Zia unable to hold out and gain.
We got quite a dive. This is why I'm saying the Ton is a good pick, but is it a good M3 skill, right? Because it doesn't have the highest winner in M3. There's a reason for that. It's so easy to be dove on, and you're seeing that right here, right now. Right? Every time Koopa jumps in, the Ton can just run. There's nothing else he can do. Alice is coming in at the same time. It's a really hard position for him. Look at Koopa jumping in and Hunter pushing back.
Oh, Yuna coming in from the side, then managed to get a huge knockup. The Circling Eagle around Yuna to be able to keep Shark alive a little bit longer, but it's not good enough. The Granger managed to find that kill. At the same time, Natan does manage to get the kill. Oh, jeez. They tried to go for him. Koopa and Alice, they go for Natan, but they both get met with serious resistance. So
he's farmed. He's fully decked out. Endless Battle, Blade of Despair. You got a Hunter Strike. This guy's gonna kill everybody except for Koopa in one shot. Koopa probably take like 2 to 3 extra auto attack, but still one shot. Crazy amount of damage right now.
Oh, not losing today. Doesn't find his opening here. And Nicolette thought that was going to be... he tried to throw out that Feathered Strike, but it wasn't good enough. Regrets. Goes to the back line, but look at him just getting decimated. Does have that splash for a little bit longer, but it's not good enough. Natan finds the kill as soon as she's vulnerable, and Zia's going to be chased down. And as you said...
has to be the #1 priority in any game they consider, but look at Generation X. They would pop off in the early game with the focus, with the engages onto Zane. Oh, look at Chicken. Here we go.
Barrett beats him up. Regrets is going to just turn on her.
Yeah, look at the top side. Check out.
Now level 8 and full of a push here onto the top tower where not losing today. He's going to try and stop that airstrike coming out, and that is enough for Zia to be able to follow up. But Churro does die. At least they get that. Lu Yi was able to get that much. Zia goes for Chicken, bounces backwards there, but as soon as he is out of his wolf form, he gets popped by Zane and Shark, and they're still going to go for Chicken. They're committed at this point. Chicken survives.
Because she'll continue to extend the advantage with the bomb, with her range, leveling the advantage she has. Oh, top lane, this might not be good.
Yeah, they're going to be able to dive, and Nicolette's in some trouble, and a good shot from the Farsa. Locks down that Lu Yi and finishes her off. Regrets not having the dragon form. And Zane looping around the side here, hoping for more opportunities as Chicken tries to catch somebody here, but not losing today, has already balled out, and Nicolette might be able to escape, but Cardi's going to be able to catch him. Does manage to get one big swing out from the sword, not quite good enough. Now he's going to be caught inside the yin-yang with the Roger here as well. Cardi, he's in trouble. He's going to be chased down pretty easily. Double kill for there, but the turnaround Chicken does manage to flashback, throws him out into the dream.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's just the Granger just doing so much damage. Nicolette getting a one last shot. Zane
Can he have a good game? You can see Fars's impact on this game is minimal, right? Like you expect the Farsa to be focused on the low E, but it's not happening right now. Oh, Nicolette's getting chased by a dinosaur. Oh, here we go.
They do have the dragon that's going to be going in at the same time. Zia trying to put up the damage. Cardi throws out his boomerang as best as possible. Zhao is already dead, and it looks like Yu Zhang also going to be caught up in that. Uh-oh. Now, Generation X, they need to try to run out of here. Nicolette, barely flickers before the rockets could catch him from Chicken. He was going to pull Nicolette back to certain doom, and perhaps the total doom of Generation X. They now have to fight 3 versus 5 for their crystal. Nicolette, just a sliver of HP, does manage to get back out. Not losing today. No one has to get jump the game to be able to save this crystal. Cardi, he's going for it, and Shark, as they're doing it the same. They're focusing on the objective. They should be able to get it. That is it. BTK finish it out in style as game number 4 goes their way. They are the winners of the North American qualifier, the Bloodthirsty Kings, now 6-time champions in North America.